from a fellow loudspeaker enthusiast. He makes, I believe, I've seen some pictures, very interesting loudspeaker concept constructions, and yeah, he was looking for a big planar magnetic, the one that's not being made anymore. I believe the Neo, as well the Neo 8 as the Neo 10, I believe. So, in this case, he had a problem with one of those drivers. He bought a enclosure, I think, that had more or several of those, but one is dead. And I believe this is that's nicely packed for a broken driver. I like this material. I'll keep it. As with most. You might ask, why would you keep it? Well, this is some nice packing material. Well, whatever floats your boat, I guess, but I don't like this packing material. It does its job, for sure. So he used Gabber. It's not Nishiban, but it's Gabber. What do we have here? Ooh, those are hefty things. They feel very solid. Although I like to make my own, I could not do something similar as this. This feels really good. Every time I'm impressed by how they feel. That's some impressive, super solid frame. There is no fucking way you can move this. Neo 10. The one that everyone is looking for. So it has a shitload of magnets. And a shitload of things I have to drill out. Damn. So there's one. Wait, this is a foam piece of foam there. So probably there's no magnet here, because it wouldn't make sense, I think. Or they, well, maybe there is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whew. Times 4. So 32, 64 magnets in there. That's quite a lot. 64 of really strong magnets. I believe they're all N52. Shit. I don't know what they cost, but since they make a lot of it, of course, or made a lot of it, the frame is really cheap when you think of it. But still, there's a lot of magnets in there, and labor as well. Damn, I love the design. I hate it when they make something way better than I do. No, I don't hate it, but these are the king of efficient planar magnetics. So it's really cool to have a look inside. But first, yeah, I can see I need to do some drilling. And I have to do it safely, because this is gonna have a huge amount of power. Like, if you would just drill this, they will slam together and you will fuck up everything, and there's nothing to look at except broken pieces. Maybe stuff in my eye. I'm gonna make it secure. So I'm probably gonna attach some old thread in here, in 4 of those holes, and then drill out the rivets. I could first drill out most of the rivets and then do that. Fucking hell, this is sturdy. I believe they used thicker steel for this mid-range. So let's grab a Neo 3 and maybe a Neo 8 as well. Huh, so there you have it. They're all broken, as you may see, because these are missing their backside. I still have it, of course, but... So what is clear from the get-go is that I believe Neo 3 is using thicker magnets than the Neo 8. Yeah, they do use thicker steel for the Neo 10. Have to measure it, but by the looks of it, this is thicker steel. This is the same steel. Ow! That's what happens. Those are fucking strong. Yeah. If you look from the top, it looks like this has a... This has more like a... It pops more out. And this one as well. And this one doesn't. So, still I'm... wondering. Let's get the back side, the other side. So let's see. I thought this would be hard. Uh, 1.6? Really? So thin? Yeah, 1.6. I'm pretty sure the Neo 3 has way thicker magnets. I don't even have to measure them actually. 3.3. So that's weird. The Neo 8 uses much thinner magnets. Ain't that weird? Let's see again. Yeah, somewhere around 1.6. And I think I know why. So let's see if that's correct before I say something really stupid. I say something stupid. 2.76. So yeah, they did adjust the mold. So this has less travel, which is not so strange. I mean, this has 3.8, 3.9, and the magnets itself are quite hard to measure, but they are... That's not correct. No, I have to get one of them off. Still don't know what this fabric is. What is this fabric? It doesn't have like, you know, it's really no fluffy shit. That's the stuff I want. Still not sure what it is. I hate it. It's familiar, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, 3.5. The magnets are 3.5 in here. And the spacing is hard to measure, I can tell you that. Yeah, like 3.7 or something, 3.8. So for the tweeter, they only use like 0.3, 0.4, somewhere in this region, maybe half a millimeter of clearance for the foil, which makes sense because it doesn't play lower than, I believe, 800 or 1000 hertz. So they used even thicker magnets and a smaller gap to get like the maximum output from this tiny driver, because you still want it to be tiny. At least they want it to be tiny. So the upper mid-range driver, the Neo 8, uses thinner magnets. I'm not sure why. What I think is where it plays is still a region where this kind of stuff is really efficient. At least, you know, you got quite a lot of output. So they could get away with thinner magnets and just make it larger because they had to, because they have to lower the resonance, and get away with thinner magnets, which also helps to extend a little bit the top end without having like really crazy, not so nice looking peaks and valleys. So this is 3.3. Okay, it might be 3. It's really hard to measure. Oh, a little bit thicker, 1.5, 1.6. I need to get one out, but they're glued down pretty well. Yeah, I need one to pop off, but in this thing they left like around 1 millimeter, maybe. Yeah, around 1 millimeter clearance, maybe a tiny bit much more, but somewhere in this region. And this is like half of it, or maybe even less. But they use more magnets, of course. It's like 3 times as big. Let me pop one off if I can, without like blinding myself. Yeah, well, not gonna do it right now. And by the looks of it, this is this either uses these magnets or the thicker ones, and they mold or stamp the steel so there's even more clearance, which makes sense, of course, because they play lower. So these are thicker than these and these. So the tweeter is rather thick compared to the... I'm not even sure what this is. Is this a mid-range? I mean, this is a mid-range, so what is this? Do you need actually to use all 3 of them if you want to play low? Or you could choose, of course, these 2. That will work, but then you don't go as low as this one. Or could you do this? This will probably form some kind of problem, unless you like horn load this one maybe, or something, I don't know. Have a huge baffle or yeah, something. But they look so nice. I wish I could make this. I mean, it's not rocket science to make them. It's just you have to have the materials for it, and R&Ding it is gonna cost you some. I mean, stamping this, you might be able to like yeah, but maybe with one die you could do this actually, because you can just push it in further and see what it does. I don't think you have to make a die every time. I don't know. It's well, insanely sturdy. These are kind of weird. I mean, where it's glued on here is kind of weirdish. They chose to do it differently than all the other ones. And what I think, they might have thought of that. Okay, so maybe you were able to see this piece here. It's like it goes in a sort of a curve, slow curve, far less steep than that one. That might be because this is a deeper stamped thing, but it could also be on purpose to only glue on this tiny edge. Maybe to lower like resonance problems where it is glued onto the steel. Usually the transition from mylar to where it's glued down, it might create some sort of sounds or distortion. So yeah, I will take this one apart. Maybe not now, but damn, this thing is heavy. Let's put it on a scale. Neo 3, 72 grams, really? I think that's more. Okay, 73, 200. Of course, these are half, so this would actually be 140 and 400. And then the beast is a kilo. So yeah, also they're not working, and I'm pretty sure it's fucked up here, as they are most often are. Solder it a little bit too long, they're screwed. Or you can see this is popping off, so I think something went wrong there. So yeah, I'm gonna try to maybe fix it so we can get at least one measurement out of it. And then take it apart maybe if it doesn't work. And see if we are able to measure anything. Or are they really screwed? They are really screwed. Yep. They are somewhere really fucked. But that's actually why I got them, of course. Otherwise he would use them. I mean, they're like not cheap. 250 or something. So nice. And thanks, Leonard, by the way.